Hi everyone, it's day 57, round 3 of the body coach. My final week on cycle 2, thank goodness. Really funny about cycle 2. The first time I did the 90-day plan back in January, February, March, I really loved cycle 2. I loved all the carbs, couldn't get enough. It was absolutely my favourite cycle. And I think that goes a lot to say what my diet was like before I started the plan. It was very carb heavy and carbs were absolutely my favourite food. This time around, I'm really not liking the carbs and I'm really struggling to fit them all in. I'd much prefer to just have one carb meal every day and 2 non-carb meals. So I can't wait for next week when I can submit results next Saturday and then move on to cycle 3 where the magic happens. So yeah, I'm struggling a little bit with it, but I'm hanging on in there because I know that it delivers results. So I did my German volume training for arms this morning and a long HIIT, and of course it's plank challenge in a big girl's journey to lean, so I've started that as well. I'm going to go for an hour's worth of planking across the week. So that works out at nearly 9 minutes every day. So that's an awful lot of planking that needs to be done, which is great. What else? I think one of the things I'm trying to do this week is focus on some of the positive aspects, some of the changes that have happened as a result of being on the plan, and I'm doing that purposely to try and motivate myself through this final week of cycle 2. So last night was a rare occasion for Mr. Cox and I. We actually sat on the sofa, which is very rare, and we watched a DVD. A lot of you know that I gave up watching television when I started this plan to find the time for exercise, and it's very, very rare that Martin and I actually sit in the lounge together and just relax. But we did that last night. Now what I noticed was, normally when I would do that pre-plan, so sort of last year, we'd be doing that with maybe a Domino's takeaway or an Indian takeaway, maybe a pot of ice cream, a bag of M&Ms, sweeties, just constant putting things in my mouth. And last night we sat and watched a DVD for a couple of hours with nothing to snack on, and I didn't need anything, and I didn't feel deprived, and I didn't feel like I was missing out. So it just goes to show that all of this stuff is habitual, and over time those habits can change, and the way that you eat and the way that you think and the way that your mind works can and does completely change. So hang on in there and keep going.